to alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
You're listening to Three Guys in a 12-Pack.
Why do you drink ice-cold beer?
Oh, wait, you're serious? Let me laugh even harder.
With your host, Dean Daniel.
I want you to give me fresh beer. You serious?
Now!
Michael Bradshaw.
I'm gonna go build my own theme park with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the park.
And
Now let's get Joe Beer nipping at my liver, huh?
Tony Goldtrap.
You're a pimple on society's ass and you'll never amount to anything.
Welcome back, everybody. You are tuned in to another episode of Three Guys in a 12-Pack.
It's like, what are you waiting on us? Like,
No, he was getting to it. He was getting a little bit of dramatic pause in there.
I know I was getting.
Welcome back, Bradshaw.
It's good to be back, man. Trip took entirely too long.
Goodbye, Felicia. Welcome back, Bradshaw.
Wait, Felicia was here?
Bye, Felicia.
You know I don't like Felicia. She's probably spitting all over the microphone.
Probably would be if she wasn't swallowing it.
Same one you use.
I know, right? That's why it stinks.
Wipe it off.
It smells like bad breath and semen.
Could have been the one Dane's mom uses.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
But at least that's my semen that smells.
Damn. He's going there already.
Oh man,
It's getting
like
started.
it was too good of a setup not to roll with.
Well, we don't have Greg the neighbor this week, so
He did
Greg
say he
the
might stop
neighbor.
by later.
Greg the neighbor here. We got a little something for him.
Idly ho, neighborinos.
So
Love Ned Flanders.
we got that done up for him now.
Yep.
So how was your trip, Bradshaw?
Well, other than the actual road trip part, it was good. Had a good time. Got drunk. Actually got what I needed to get done. And it was all right.
You have some
Nice.
fun while you're up there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Did you visit Rocky Top?
I did, actually.
Did you?
I literally did.
Go visit some old girlfriends. Knock some boots.
Did not.
No?
No,
I mean, you're only going to visit every once in a while, so, I mean,
yeah, but it's like, this wasn't,
weren't feeling it.
this wasn't any time, really. I
Yeah.
was only there for a couple of days, so.
Damn.
I drove up Thursday night. I had Friday, but I had to, get all my stuff done Friday. Then started drinking Friday evening, and Saturday I had to go to Knoxville, get fitted for a tux. Got drunk again. And then Sunday I got up and went home.
What'd you get fitted for a tux for?
My sister's wedding.
When was the wedding?
It's not till December.
Oh, okay, so you just got fitted. Okay.
How was that process?
I don't know. I was kind of already drunk, so I was messing with the woman that was fitting me.
Well, it works that way if it's a woman, so.
But I was the thing was I was trying to get these fancy cufflinks. And I was like, yeah, just add them to the bill. She's like, no, I can't do that, sir. And I was like, come on, give them fancy cufflinks. She's like, no, they don't match everybody else's. I was like, so what?
I don't
Who's
need to
gonna be
match
looking at their
everybody.
cufflinks?
Oh, that's funny.
Did you give her a paint manning while she was doing your hemline and everything?
She
or
gave
whatever?
herself a paint manning. It was actually really weird. She put her own head right up in my bare ass, and I was like, "What are you doing down there?" She's like, "Paint manning." I was like, "Oh, okay, fair enough."
Pull the cummerbund a little bit tighter. Oh, that's good. So what's going on tonight? What do we got? Ryan Lochte?
That's what we got on the docket first. We're going to talk about Ryan Lochte. Lochte.
I don't see why everybody's so surprised about this. This guy's not exactly known for his intelligence. Look at any of his previous interviews. It's it's like you're almost. You feel like you're is he being sarcastic? He can't be being serious.
He kind of reminds me of a frat boy.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Totally.
yeah.
young teenage frat boy.
I mean,
Well, apparently now, stories keep changing to where allegedly now there wasn't any damage done to the bathroom and that the door was locked and they couldn't get in, so they just went to the side of the building, gas station, whatever, and they peed on the wall. So that, a security guard saw it. So he comes over, starts questioning him, pulls his gun, and says, hey, you have to pay money. So it was almost like a shakedown, which isn't,
That sounds a lot new light on it, though.
uncommon in Brazil for that to happen, in Rio or whatever.
Especially got a bunch of drunk white
So-
guys
Yeah.
peeing on the side of your
bunch
building.
of drunk white
For
Americans.
him being drunk, he took it as, hey, I got robbed. But whatever, you shouldn't be peeing on the side of a building anyways when
You
you're representing your country, You're not a diplomat. You don't have diplomatic immunity.
Well, if he didn't actually break anything, why should he have to pay for anything?
Well,
I don't know. I wasn't there, so I couldn't tell you exactly what happened.
I'm sure like that security guard just saw like those guys like, oh yeah, they got money, and I'm just gonna take it.
You know what? I hope that Ryan Lochte and the rest of the swimmers that actually do make money, like Michael Phelps, they pay the one guy back that had to pay the $11,000 to get his passport back just to get back to the States.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I hope that they paid him back because he was the only one that had his passport taken, and apparently he was just there. He wasn't even like he was part of it. He was part of the 4 guys that were there, but he didn't initiate anything. He just happened to be the one that stayed behind because,
He didn't man up. He didn't muscle up. So
he did man up, actually. He was the one that said, yeah, this is what we did. And so he was the first one that got taken in for questioning, so he got held. They pulled his passport. So, I mean, that's what you get for being honest, apparently.
Hey,
So
Obama would have paid the money to get him back, right? I mean, if they'd have held him,
That's
Yeah,
but the extradition and hostages are 2 different things, though. That's not the same thing.
Okay. He wasn't a hostage, so they wouldn't have paid the money to get him back.
No.
Gotcha.
No, he wasn't a hostage.
What I'm saying is like
supposedly.
Yeah, he wasn't a hostage. He was being held by.
No, I understand that. I was just making a
gotcha.
reference joke, and it totally bombed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anywho, such as therefore.
yeah.
So this guy kind of disgraced the country a little bit, I guess you could say. I don't
say it's a disgrace to our country. Young kid gets drunk in Brazil post Olympic. I don't know.
Post-Olympic swim or whatever,
Yeah.
urinates on wall.
Gets drunk, does some stupid shit. But of course, nothing ever
That's literally what the Olympic
good
Games are known
happens. I mean, he's a frat boy. So what do you expect him to do
If that's
in
the
Rio?
worst that happened, hey, how many of these rockers go around the world on tour and stuff and just trash the hotel rooms?
I mean, that's every...
This guy just urinated on the wall.
for. The thing
What
is,
do you do? You
the
wanna
Olympics
fight
are
about
known for like the athletes are known for like partying when they're
Oh, yeah,
done with
after when
whatever.
they're done, yeah, because they trained so hard for 4 years.
Yeah.
And they
Let
finally
loose,
can let
man.
loose. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you probably shouldn't let loose in public, especially letting that loose.
It wasn't public. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. Like,
It's still public.
who's walking around at 3 o'clock in the... Nothing good happens at 3 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning.
that's-
anyways.
Agreed, but still, he just
set
peed on
that
a wall.
up.
I mean, a lot of good things happen at 3 o'clock in the morning, but as long as they're at home, okay?
No.
Nothing good
Nothing
happens.
good happens at 3 o'clock.
I've never
in the
been
morning.
like, man, I'm really glad I stayed up till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I think I've been there before.
No.
I mean, I always do it.
Not even if I got laid. I don't think I was happy that, yay. I was up
Yeah.
at 3 o'clock in the morning and I got laid. That just makes the day that much suckier the next day because you just worked out, basically. You got 2 hours of sleep and now you got to wake up and go to work.
Yeah. But I don't think he had to wake up and go to work the next morning. Because they apparently it was like 6 o'clock in the morning when they actually got in. So...
Sounds like a normal now partying, man.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely had a lot of fun, I'm sure.
I mean, people are probably forgetting about him right now. They're focusing on Colin Kaepernick more with his whole shenanigans.
Why did he
that
even
went
say
down.
that? Like, what is he doing? What is he trying to prove?
I don't know. I think to me, it seems like he's trying to take a Muhammad Ali stance on the whole ordeal, which doesn't make any sense for
Not
me
for him.
because, I mean,
Muhammad Ali was a little different status in his career.
they
when he
sent him
started
into.
that.
They were trying to draft him, and he didn't want to go fight for a country that says, "Hey, you can't drink out of the same water fountain as I do."
Exactly.
I can understand that.
Absolutely
Okay.
understand that.
But just because of everything that's going on in the news, you say that you feel oppressed. Like,
You make $16 million to sit on a bench.
yeah, you're real oppressed, buddy.
Yeah. Because you're half African American. Congratulations.
In his defense, I don't think he was referring to himself when he was talking about oppression. But either way, you got to pick a different or just pick a different way of doing it. It's not the way to go about it.
If you're American, you're an American football player. You should be proud of the nation that you're in. If you have a problem with the way that some things are being done, then stand up and say something about it. Don't not stand up for the national anthem. You should definitely be proud of the nation that's paying you $16 million to entertain people.
You should be happy that you live in a nation that you can stand up and say something about it if you feel like there's something wrong, other than sitting down for the national anthem. But then again, that's the country that we live in. You have to take the good with the bad. That is his right to not stand up for it. He exercised it, and everybody jumped all over him for it.
And that's why he got fined for it.
Yeah.
They will.
You know what? The good thing about this for Colin Kaepernick is we all know his football career is over, okay? Because the guy is really not trying anymore. He's lost like 30 pounds. He's not in it to be a football player anymore. So the good thing for Colin Kaepernick is that he has a baseball career ahead of him. And nobody's really actually thought about that. But this guy, he was a triple star or whatever they call it in high school. He was a triathlete, but his main sport was baseball. He was a pitcher. He had a 95-mile-an-hour fastball in high school.
Did not know that.
So, I mean, he's already got something to fall back onto because he was drafted by the Cubs in 2009 before he ever made it to the NFL. And I think he was drafted first round, wasn't he?
I don't know. I literally don't know anything about the guy until he got in the NFL.
Oh, well, yeah, he was drafted by the Cubs.
He's got to fight Tim Tebow for a spot on the team right now.
I don't think he's going to worry about that. Unfortunately for Tim Tebow, he's not a pitcher. He doesn't have that kind of arm because, I mean, if he did...
Well, we know he's not a pitcher. He's still a virgin.
That's good.
Is he going to play catcher?
He probably does.
Pop a squat behind the plate?
That's not the kind of catcher I was going with, but...
He can kneel down. He'll be right there. He can kneel down and pray every pitch. Squat back up.
See, I was thinking Tim Tebow was a virgin for a reason.
Oh, that's so bad.
But he's too religious for that, so...
I mean, we could still believe that he's a virgin still. He's not a Catholic.
Yeah, what is it, like a Baptist or something?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm not really even sure about his religious beliefs because Tim Tebow's not really a topic that I like all that much.
Really? You wanted to talk about him for like 3 weeks straight?
I did, actually.
Yeah,
I wanted to
give
bring
you
that
text
shit up.
messages about Tim Tebow.
Yeah, man, that was ridiculous, actually.
When's his tryout? The 30th?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like 20 baseball teams are going to watch him.
Have you watched his video?
No.
He don't look bad.
Well, they said he's natural.
The guy
so.
can play some ball, man. He really can.
Yeah, and not in the majors, though.
I mean, maybe eventually.
I mean, he is just hitting a machine. Machine's pitching a ball.
Yeah, he was
to
in a
him.
bat cage swinging a bat. Like that's.
I'm just saying his form's good. Timing can be learned.
Yeah, maybe over years of practice. I mean, he is 29 years old. But hey, David Ortiz, 41, leading the league in home runs and RBIs or whatever, isn't he?
Yeah, but they're cracking down on PEDs now, so then people ain't going to be lasting as long as they were before.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because a lot of those guys, I mean, some of them that got busted for taking steroids, it's not that they would take steroids constantly throughout the whole season. If they got hurt,
that's when they would take.
They would take them because it would help with the quick recovery and everything.
Yep.
So.
That was the whole Peyton Manning thing because of the neck injury and.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see a problem with that.
Well, it's the same thing too that they were trying to bust Lance Armstrong with.
Doping.
For doping because he was taking steroids or whatever for fighting cancer or something like that.
Well, they were taking human growth hormone, the HGH thing.
Well, yeah, like that's what that's what they found out.
Well,
that
doping.
It was, yeah.
No, doping's where you add more blood, so it keeps your endurance better.
Yeah.
Like
blood. Well, that's blood doping.
That's what he got. That's what Lance Armstrong got in trouble for.
Because
blood doping.
They have questions about people going in the Dragon Ball Z hyperbolic chambers or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they'll go in there because it what does it thin out their blood?
Something like
that. It
that.
does something like that, and then they draw their blood out. They'll actually draw out their own blood
like
after
blood transfusion?
that. Kind of.
But
they like donating blood. You draw it out because now it has more oxygen in it or something. And then like 2 days before the race or whatever, they'll put that blood, their own blood, back into themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with Lance Armstrong, he had like a bigger heart than most people.
Yeah,
than your
yeah,
average
he's got
person.
a-
So he
yeah.
could do that. There's not a lot of people that can, like a lot of people that kill you, you know. But him, it worked.
Yep. And he used it.
And he used, why not?
And then what, they stripped him of his titles or whatever, didn't they?
Every single one of them.
Yep.
That's kind of messed up.
And then Cheryl Crow left, and, you know, it was all downhill from there. Oh, downhill, bicycle, hey. Hey-o.
Good reference.
So, touched on Colin Kaepernick a little bit, and just doing some research on that. And apparently, I don't know how true the story is, but allegedly, he used a racial slur in a game when they were playing the Bears.
Go Bears.
The Bears.
Who was that?
So, Colin Kaepernick.
Oh,
He
yeah?
called one of their their defensive end, you know, effing.
Effing in, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
And
Seriously?
then he denied it. I mean, you could see they showed it the play on camera. Like he said something to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was trying to watch the video. I really couldn't pick it out what exactly he said because usually you could see during a football game, you know, the cameras will show the coach on the sideline. And I know if I was a head coach, they'd have to get one of those little bloopy, blobby things and just put it over my mouth. You know, because people would definitely be
Know
able. There'd be
exactly what I'm
there'd be
saying.
5 years old at home and like, Daddy, he just said a bad word.
Like a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like all of
He
them.
just put them. He just put them all together.
I didn't
whole
know that was
dialogue
a
of 'em.
sentence.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I couldn't really tell exactly what he said. They said allegedly that's what he, but the player even came out that he yelled that to and said, you know, he didn't say it. So
Eh.
who knows? But you know, but that's the thing too. Like you always got to watch out what you did say or what you did do because somebody will dig it up later and be like, oh, well, you did this.
That's part of the
So-
media now. The media's got the spotlight on these millionaires because they're all entertainers. So, and that's part of the contract they sign, as you know, the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement. So they are superstars and they're entertainers. That's the way it works.
Selling their name for profit.
Yep. You know, you can't even sell a jersey once you're under contract with one of these teams.
What do you mean?
You can't sell one of your own jerseys.
Well, that
You
makes-
can't sign something and give it away unless the team says you can, and you don't own your own signature. The team owns your signature because it's part of the agreement.
That makes sense. I mean, good God, they're
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I want to sign my name to something and give it to somebody, by God, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Well, you better ask your team first because they own that signature. Your signature is owned by the team that you're under contract
Not
with.
mine, because I ain't on the team.
Well, you're not under contract with anybody either. So, but yeah, but that's how it works.
signing checks is breaking necks. That's what we do.
3 guys in a 12-pack. You 2 guys, your names are under contract with me. You can't sign anything anymore without my written consent.
What about Dean's mom's birthday cards?
Well, we don't even sign those. We just put a little drizzle on there.
Ooh, God.
Damn,
I didn't say that
drizzle.
one. Jesus.
You just sign it with your own semen, huh?
We like to call it glaze.
The card won't open. How am I going to read it? You know it's there. You know.
Why is it so sticky?
Don't start singing a song now, because we will get sued,
Yeah, right?
by the way.
I'm not
Yeah.
singing any songs.
Yeah, you can't sing Happy Birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
It is copyrighted.
It's
What?
copyrighted. You can't sing Happy Birthday.
Not on air.
Not on air.
Nobody gives a shit if you're just out
Yeah.
at a party. But,
Well, if you're in a personal house,
yeah.
you can't even do it at a restaurant.
You know, it's like restaurants don't
That's why
sing-
restaurants have all their own happy birthday to you, hooray, hooray, happy birthday today, stupid stuff like that.
I didn't know that.
They all have their own little snazzy thing that they do.
Who the hell would copyright Happy Birthday song?
God dang genius. That's who.
Because he's not getting paid because nobody's going to sing that shit on the radio now.
You'd be surprised.
They can't. They'll send you they will. I had a guy tell me a story about how they sang it over the air on a radio and they got a cease and desist notice basically that says if you sing this again we will sue you and the FCC will fine you, and it ended up happening again not even a year later, and the station got fined like $5,000 and there was a whole lawsuit or something. It was ridiculous.
That's the stupidest crap I
So,
ever
yep.
heard.
I think it's genius.
I guess somebody had to write it at some point in time. So,
But I don't think it was copyrighted then. Like somebody just like thought of it.
No, it had been copyrighted.
Oh, it had been copyrighted?
Yeah,
Oh.
a guy owned it, and then he passed away, so 3 ladies bought it or something like that, and
Why not?
so yeah,
hey, as long
it's
as,
just like what Michael Jackson bought the rights to the Beatles songs, and then Michael Jackson passed away, so then Paul McCartney bought the rights to the Michael Jackson songs, and
somebody's really getting paid
You
between
know?
these songs.
so it's all about the royalties.
So
It
as
is.
long as you
Yeah.
don't sing the Happy Birthday song, the Golden Girls are not going to come and get you.
Basically.
Wow,
Basically.
that's funny.
I think one of them's dead now too, isn't
Maybe
it?
3 nuns that own it or something. They'll come beat you with rulers.
And preach to you in your bed. That's a good idea. You should probably grab another one too.
I'm good. Thank you, though, sir. Bradshaw came back from Tennessee with manners.
Yeah, he did. He's asking around and everything. Damn. Are they really? Damn,
All right.
That's not a good idea. Well,
We'll have to take a break here in a minute.
we are going to have to take a break here in a minute. That definitely is going to be a necessity.
Hey, you got that out. I'm proud of you.
Necessity. It took me a second.
Yeah, you slowed it down, but you
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
You got it.
I wouldn't have got it the first time if I
No,
didn't slow it down. So did we even want to bring up current events?
We were kind of talking about current events.
You mean like jelly?
No, I mean like
Somebody have a
bailing
jelly
people out of
spoon?
jail or anything like that.
I mean, that's on you.
I don't know if you should do that.
I don't think
mean,
I,
if you
I don't
really
think so,
wanna-
Tim.
you know what? You're probably right.
I would absolutely.
If
think
you
I-
wanted to do that, I would say wait till we come back from break, though,
Yeah, 'cause
because
we
that's
need
going to
to-
be a long story.
And I don't
I
think
think.
you should even tell it.
Yeah,
I really don't think
I
so,
mean,
actually.
let's leave that one alone. Why
Yeah.
not?
Bailing people out of jail, that's not a good idea to talk about.
No,
Oh, especially for Dean. I mean, me and Tony could tell the story.
Well, it's not like anybody listens to it that we have to be worried about, so
Well, except for the people that we know that listen to it. That's exactly the people
I
we
tell
don't
you
want
what,
to.
if we're gonna tell if we're gonna tell that story,
Yeah.
then I think we should tell the Corona and Lime story.
I did,
Ooh.
first of all, I never wanted to tell either one of the stories. So
you put the lime in the coconut. Oh,
I meant to
yeah.
say nah.
Awesome.
That is a
Awesome.
funny ass story, dude.
is
That
a
really
funny
Yeah,
is.
it is.
We can tell the coffee story.
The coffee story.
Oh yeah, your coffee story
Yeah,
about
that's a
what
good
happened
one.
at work. That is
Yeah.
a great one.
That is a pretty good.
That
one.
is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we'll do that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and take a short break.
Gonna go to the war room and discuss.
And when we come back, Bradshaw gets to tell his at work coffee story, and then we'll talk about the possibility of us getting hit by a hurricane,
Which is not. gonna
which is
happen.
probably not going to happen. But we'll talk about it
We'll talk
anyways
about it,
because
yeah.
hurricanes are fun here in Florida.
I was kind of
You know?
looking forward to it.
We have parties for her.
It would have been a nice party, yeah.
Yeah.
So
parties.
we'll be right back. You're listening to 3 Guys and a 12 Pack. Firing it back up from break. We're back, 3 Guys in the 12 Pack.
That's right.
And what do you want to start with first? We want to start talking about hurricanes and other stuff, or we want to hear Bradshaw's story?
Well, we're fresh off the
What do you
hurricane,
think?
so let's go ahead and touch on the hurricanes, and then we'll move into a good homely story.
That's what Dean's mom said.
Just like the story.
Ooh. All right, so we have where the investigation 99, low 99, or whatever they're calling it right now.
Well, tropical depression now.
It's
so.
a tropical depression now. Okay. Coming off of what, Cuba, over by the Keys or whatever.
Gonna come up right next to the state.
And well, it's gonna come out into like it almost looks like what the charts are showing here is almost into the middle of the Gulf, and then it's gonna just hit a quick, Fast and Furious
Little 90-degree
Tokyo
angle.
drift turn and just and come right back towards Florida.
Yeah, well,
So here in the Tampa Bay area, we're going to get a lot of rain. And the Panhandle and going up into that little crooked corner there.
yeah. And as hot as it's been, the Gulf is really hot right now.
Yes.
And the hotter the water, everybody already knows. If
It
you're here in
helps
Florida,
it helps to
powers the
them up.
storm. The hotter the water, the faster the storm's going to move. Just like molecules, we all understand that. Hotter the molecules, faster they move.
Hotter the water, quicker to stew.
Yep. So yeah, this one's going to take that little turn, and it's going to be. It could be something.
You know what's funny is how they talk about price gouging and stuff, and gas has gone up from like being about $1.96 in the area 2 weeks ago to being what is it, like $2.20 now? Yeah. Yeah, it's gone up. It really has.
You probably should have paid attention to how much you paid.
Yeah. But it has gone up. You just took a trip. You think you would have known about the gas going up and stuff. But yeah. So the hurricane's coming. All right. But nobody's afraid here in Florida, really. They're always worried about this. Like, what are they saying, that it's going to get up to maybe like a Category 2 or something? A 1?
That's perfect
So-
hurricane party weather.
That's all it is.
That's what
That
it's like.
is.
It's like
Charlie
sending us a reason to get hammered.
Charlie came by, and nobody was really worried about that. Hurricane Charlie, that was one of the funnest hurricanes that I've been a part of, because
Really?
I was actually old enough to drink, okay, at that time. I had my own house. The bad thing was I had like a bunch of people staying over because they had to evacuate.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me. So I got hammered drunk
Is that the one where you had to tarp your roof?
the night before. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So I got hammered drunk the night before, all right? And I heard a crash or something, but I'm like, there's a bunch of fat people walking around my house, so somebody fell, And somebody comes running into my bedroom like, Tony, you got to wake up. There's a tree limb through the kitchen ceiling.
Oh shit.
So I walk into the kitchen ceiling. I look up, and I was like, "Yep, that's a tree
Yep, that's
limb
a tree
sticking
limb,
through.
yeah.
Going back to bed." And my buddy's stepdad was like, "You can't leave that there. You're not going to have a roof. If you leave that there, you're just going to get water damage. It's going to leak through. You're not going to have a kitchen." And I'm like, "Well,
Fuck.
it sounds like you have a plan, so let's hear it." It's like, we got to get up on the roof. Do you have a tarp? Yeah, I got a tarp. You have boards or something? And I had just retiled the house with that clicked together wood flooring or
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So I had those. I was like, I got these, and I had long nails, and that'll all work. You got a chainsaw? Nope.
Don't have a chainsaw.
Got an axe.
That sucks.
So there's 3 of us up on my roof.
It's like
Wind-
is hurricane still happening?
Yes, the hurricane is still
Yeah.
going on right now. The wind gusts are like 60 miles an hour of a gust. So the winds are going at least like 40 miles an hour, 30
Sustained.
steady. Yeah. So we're up on this roof, okay? And I didn't even have a ladder. Like, we had to like
Just up.
luckily get on the roof. I had this
Boosting
like
everybody up.
there used to be gas in the house or whatever, so it had one of those big cinder block like arms that come off of the house to hold the gas tank.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to climb up on that. It was by a window, so boop, I get on. He gets on. We had to help up the other guy that was there because he was fat. And so all 3 of us are on the roof, and we're chopping this tree limb to get it out. And every time, like, the wind blows hard, everybody's bunkering down and looking up at this tree because we're waiting for it to throw another branch or something.
That sucks.
Luckily, nothing else happened. And then about 2 weeks later, I got to re-roof a patch on what used to be my house. So,
Used to be.
but it was fun. It was fun the night before, It was good old hurricane party time. It
Then-
sucked being without power for like 3 days.
Damn.
Yeah. It took them a while to get power back, but...
That sucks.
Well, I don't know if it was 3 days. Maybe it was like 2, but still, it sucked.
Yeah.
Because the hurricane's gone now. That's the bad part,
And now it's just hot again.
Yeah. Oh, it was horrible hot. Horrible.
Oh, humidity just comes right back in, soaks all that water back
Yeah,
up.
because that hurricane comes by and it brings everything with it. Then it takes it, too. So that was my hurricane story. You got a hurricane story?
I
Either one of
don't.
you?
I don't.
I'm from Tennessee. I got one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm from Tennessee. We don't have hurricanes. Tony.
Don't you got tornadoes or something over
We
there?
do get tornadoes.
Tornadoes are like mudslides or something, or
I don't know. I don't remember a mudslide.
do you really get blizzards or anything like that?
I mean,
what's the worst weather you get in Tennessee?
I don't know. The worst I ever went through was a hurricane or a tornado, but that's just cause like where I live, it's like a valley, and that tornado like literally just landed and bounced off the mountains and just fucked shit up. Like it went right over top of my house, destroyed like my neighbor's house. Like it's weird how a tornado just picks and chooses which houses it's gonna fuck
Well,
up.
if you're under
Now
the
you sound
eye,
like Twister.
yeah,
you
if
know?
you're under the eye just has a vacuum. Okay, it's not the.
But no,
That's
it's
not the way
what
tornado
he's
works,
talking
though.
about. He's just
There's no
it's
eye.
just going. It's not like
Oh, shit.
it has it's not like a hurricane where it's like this is where it's gonna go. You know, a tornado's just like I'm touching down and I'm just gonna.
I'm just gonna bounce off of shit until
It's
I
like a
fuck
little
some shit
kid
up.
with the crayon and it just
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
everywhere.
I mean, you can see its path like over the mountains, like just like where the trees just ripped up. It was pretty bad. Like 9 people died, which is a huge deal when you're from my town. There's like not a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then your neighbor's house got hit.
Yeah, we didn't have power for like a week, and it was cold as shit.
Yeah, well, that time of year.
Yeah, but at least you could throw blankets upon blankets upon blankets. You know, I'd rather be cold than hot because you can only take off so much clothes, and then you're naked, and you can't. You know,
It's easier to die from heat than it is from cold, for sure.
Think so?
But you know, at the same time,
It
there's
sucks
degrees
more.
of cold.
I mean, when you have hypothermia, eventually you just your body slowly shuts down,
You just go to
so
sleep.
it's not like being dehydrated or anything. Yeah, it's basically dying in your sleep. You die of heat. You know that sucks.
You're suffering. You're sweating your nuts off.
I still prefer hot weather over cold weather, though.
It says the guy that sleeps with about 3 fans on his face.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to sleep with the fan on. I can't fall asleep without a fan blowing on me.
Oh, me either. I've got one too.
It could be in the winter, and it could be 30
I'm the
degrees
same way.
outside.
You still gotta have that
I gotta
cold.
have to have that circulation. I can't. I hate like stale air. I can't stand it. I have to have some kind of circulation going on.
You know, I have a funny fan story. I don't know if you guys know, but in Korea, South Korea, I think. Do you know that it's an old wives' tale apparently over there, but they actually believe it in South Korea that if you shut the door with a fan on, you'll suffocate. They actually believe that. That's a normal thing over there.
Wow.
They flip out. If you shut the door with a fan on, somebody's gonna suffocate and die. Although it's not true, but they actually believe that.
That's weird. Koreans.
Little known facts brought to you by Manly Danley.
Is that like a real nickname, or did you just make that up?
I mean, they've been calling me that since it's like 21, 22, 12 years now.
Good old Carl.
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 You got his voice pretty well, too. Yeah, there it is. That stupid laugh.
You're my Manly Danley.
Old gay guy.
Oh,
like
that
he's
sounds
like
creepy as shit.
50. Got his little mustache. He's tall and skinny.
Manly Dan.
I like the married man.
Good for you, Carl. Good for you.
One of our old bosses asked him one day, he was like, if a gay guy sucks you off and you're not gay, does that make you gay?
I think it's a gay act.
And no, he was just like that, snapping your fingers. And oh no, I've sucked off plenty of married men and sent them home happy to their wives. It was just like, wow.
You know, you really share too much, Carl. You really share too much.
Fun to work with,
Think
fun guy
you
to work
like
with,
dick
though.
too
It was
much.
great.
I mean,
Not to
it's
him.
cool.
You know, he said something to me one day, and I was like, I just can't believe you suck. Or no, he looked at me and he goes, I can't believe you eat pussy. You just put that by your mouth. That's just disgusting. And I was like, you suck dick. And he was like, okay, touche.
That's true.
But we came together. We agreed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
He liked dick, and I liked pussy, and you
It
know,
just
we
wasn't
were
gonna
just
work.
cool.
It just
You
wasn't
know?
going to work.
So
So about that story, Bradshaw.
Yeah, we
Heard you got a story to tell us.
Let me grease the cogs a little more and I'll tell it.
Grease the cogs.
I thought we were gonna stop talking about Dean's mom.
Is that greasing the cogs?
I guess I don't
I
know.
think your mom is the cog.
Is she the cog?
Funny story. We were over there today, and we were talking about vehicles and car accidents or whatever. And Dean was like, "Well, I mean, you really haven't been that bad, you know, since you were 35." And then I said 45 and 55.
She's like, look at my car now. I was like, yeah, you've only had it for about 3 years.
Yeah, just give it to
Maybe
her.
2.
Oh man, it was hilarious. Your mom wrecked some cars.
Oh, man. Every car she's ever owned, she has wrecked at least, I don't know, 3 times. I'm going to say 3. The Blazer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one, 15.
15,
15, no less.
Why do you think she married Doug? She needed somebody to fix her cars.
Doug says,
It's a
God,
very valid point.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You wreck one more
Our
fucking
fucking
car.
You ever put any air in that
You
tire?
put a hair in that tire. No, Doug, I'm too busy porking your wife. So bad.
Oh,
Oh,
that's great radio right
That
there.
is
I
good
tell you
radio.
what, if you ain't laughing at that right there, I don't know what to tell you.
God.
that there's
damn it.
funny. Oh,
This
so
is
about
like,
that story.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
So about that story.
I feel like he's like doing the thing now. It's like, ring ding 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 ding. Is that?
You sound like a Honda Accord.
I know, but like he's doing like the radio noises now.
Yeah, man, I got stuff set up.
Do you?
Yeah, kind of.
Give me like a ding dong.
No,
You don't have a ding
No.
dong.
He
I
don't
don't
have
have
no
that
ding
much.
dong. He's like, no ding dong.
no ding dong for you.
I think he's got a Ned Flanders in there though.
I do. Let's see here.
Can we use that
Old
on air?
Tony's got.
What's
yeah,
that?
You sure?
yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
There you go. All right, story time. Story time with Bradshaw.
time with
Gather
Bradshaw.
around, sit down on your square. It's story time
With Bradshaw. We need a little jingle.
Okay, a little setup here. I'm at work,
Really?
and I walk into like the main part of the office. It's not really an office; it's a single wide trailer on
you-
the job site.
Is one of your girlfriends there?
She was not.
Oh, okay.
This is gonna be a good story then.
Yeah.
That'd be a good
yeah.
one. Either way. Well, one of my buddies throws a toilet paper roll at my other buddies like he's Junior from Little Giants. Which preceded the buddy that got the toilet paper thrown at him, walks in there and throws the toilet paper back. I didn't even see him throw it. I'm like, oh, look at you throwing like a girl. He comes back, he's like, I don't throw like a girl. Girls throw like this. I was like, yeah, that's what I saw. He's like, he says some other stuff. Then he like chucks this entire, like, it wasn't entire, but it was like half a bottle of water at me. It bounces off the wall. I'm like, whoa, calm down. What do you think you are? And I was like, and
I'm
you
a
still,
man. I'm 40.
I was like, and either way, you still like throw like a fucking girl. You know, at this point, I'm like, go get your fucking shine box, you know. But next thing I know, I look over and I just see this big, red, full apparently Folgers can of coffee coming at my face at a fairly good speed. I somehow just back out of the way. It's like slow motion. It passes right before my face. And we have another coworker that's not involved in this whatsoever. Sitting at his computer doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Bystanders.
And he hits him full on in the face. Knocks his glasses off. He had his phone
wait,
in
you
his
serious?
hand.
Let me laugh even harder.
I mean,
It was funny, dude. If I'd have been there and I saw that, I'd have been on the floor laughing.
Oh, it was very funny. What did poor old Steve? Oh, damn it. Well, guy gets hit, gets up, and he's like, "Fuck this shit! I'm tired of your fucking shit. I don't fucking like this shit. I done told you fuckers to quit with this shit."
That's a lot of shit.
That's a lot of shit, and Steve
can
wasn't
only
having
take-
any more of it.
You can only take so much shit.
You can
okay?
only take so much shit, and I think like 2.5 pounds of coffee is like pretty. That tips. That's like the straw on the camel's back. I mean, that's
That's the pile he didn't want to step in.
no. And there was coffee fucking everywhere.
So you would call this a shitstorm?
I would call this a coffee storm.
Yeah, coffee storm's pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm serious. It was like the seal hadn't been broken on the coffee can.
And it busted everywhere.
Actually, only like that. Like you guys can't see this, but only like an inch of it like leaked out everywhere. But that's how there was still that much coffee in there.
But the seal wasn't broken, so when it hit him, it actually
Yes.
it hit him hard enough to break the seal.
The seal broke, like like the aluminum, like the metallic silver seal on the top. You got to pull off
With the
keeps
strong
in
ass
the
glue
freshness.
that holds it in.
Yeah, that broke on Steve's face.
Oh God.
I've already done it, so that's what it is now. And Steve flipped the fuck out, and it was comic gold.
That is awesome.
At the time, it wasn't funny at all. Everybody's like, "Oh fuck."
See, I'd have been that one guy that would have just been laughing.
Well, if I would have been directly involved, I definitely would have been that guy.
Well, I mean, you were the one involved with the girl throwing and the water bottle and.
It was pretty bad.
Hey, you
Throw
did
like a
tell the
girl.
guy to stop after the water bottle.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, so you relieved yourself of that
until I
responsibility.
told him he still throws like a girl. Then I brought myself right back in it.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't incriminate yourself that.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not like you drove out of the parking lot sideways at all, so.
That's true. It was pretty rough though. Like it wasn't one of the funniest goddamn things I've ever seen though. it's literally like this is a terrible thing to say on the radio, but if I could tell it to you in person, it would make it that much funnier.
I don't know. I'm still laughing when I just heard about it.
Oh,
I
it's-
could have closed my eyes and listened.
It ranks very high on the giggle worthiness. Like it's a very
Yeah. I mean, to see the big
on the
can,
giggle scale, like it's
the
like
big
a
can of
9.5.
Folgers flying through the air.
And I've never who does that? That's like movie stuff. Like you never think you're like, you know what? I've never saw somebody get hit in the face with a full can of Folgers coffee. And you know what? Now I have, guys.
Was it end
Now I
over
have.
end or was it a spiral?
It was end over end.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, he girl hopped that thing right at Steve's face, man. And it freaking busted everywhere.
So would you say that he still throws like a girl?
Oh
or-
yeah, of course.
I'll tell you what. Some of those fast pitch softball pitchers, those girls, man, they can fling a softball. Holy
Oh, when I
crap!
say
would
throw like a girl,
not-
dude, my ex could freaking hurl a baseball like just as hard as any man.
I would not want to get hit by one of those fast pitch.
I would not play basketball against any WNBA player,
Oh, I
that's for
would.
sure. 'Cause
Those girls got dribble skills, man. They'll look you. They'll break your ankle and make you look nasty.
those girls are professional basketball players, okay?
Yeah.
Girls are not. They can play ball. Those girls can ball. I'm not playing them because I will lose.
And then you're look back because I fell. I don't care, man. Don't bring it up in the lane. I'm a failure. And then they'll be like, "Oh, you hit a woman," you know. Hey, we're on
I
the
foul,
same.
man. You don't charge my lane. I'm gonna freaking. You're getting taken out. And I don't.
Oh,
give
we
a
playing
shit.
street rules?
I got 5 of these motherfuckers.
No blood, no foul. Shit.
And 2 technicals.
Don't make me push you in the chest. That's why women don't play football because we can't
Oh
wrap it up.
man, no, you gotta.
No, because you can't wrap
You
them
can't
up.
say that.
Yeah, you can't wrap them up.
You're supposed to wrap it up.
But that's not football, okay? That's not football.
Why can you wrap them up?
Because you might grab something you're not supposed to, and then it's sexual harassment.
No. They can wear a soft cup.
I don't think that's what he's talking about.
Over the top.
You're wearing pads. How are you gonna
Dean's
grab
referring
something?
to titties.
Yeah, but how are you gonna grab titties when they're all like duct taped down with the sports bra on, so you can get the shoulder pads over?
I think they're still pretty sensitive though. Like if you hit that area, I mean, you get bruised ribs in football all the time. So, could you imagine getting a bruised titty?
Ooh.
We need a woman listener right now to tell us what's going on.
We should
How
call
bad
in.
would that be to have a bruised titty?
Hit us up on Facebook. 3 Guys in a 12-Pack on Facebook. Hit us up. Let us know. Have you ever get hit in the titty playing a sport or, horse playing around or whatever? And let us know how.
Did it bruise?
How bad was the bruised titty? Could you operate the next day? How many weeks did you need for rehabilitation?
I mean, that's gotta. I mean, if you get one of those deep tissue bruises
yeah.
or whatever, and that's a titty.
It is a titty.
That's gotta suck to try to lift your arm over
Yeah.
your head or
'Cause,
something.
I mean, think about it. You get a pec. You pull a pec muscle.
It sucks.
That sucks. Have you pulled a pec muscle before?
Oh,
Have you ever
yeah.
bruised a rib?
Both.
So you know.
Oh, I've had bruised
hurt.
ribs. Yeah,
That shit hurts.
fat ass fucking Doug jumping on me.
So you know that a woman's titties are definitely a lot more sensitive than, say, a man's
bone,
ribs.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, can you imagine?
I mean, no.
I don't have titties, so I can't imagine.
I mean, I
either,
can
so-
imagine by getting hit in the nuts.
I don't think it's the same
But
thing.
then
though.
again, it's not going to be a lingering effect because it's not like it's tissue kind of,
Yeah.
I think we should talk about this guy.
I don't think we should.
He said, I
I
don't know.
don't think we should.
Why is
That
this in
not
your?
a
Why is
good
it in your
idea.
house?
It was in my driveway, so I picked
That's
it up.
still weird.
Yeah, he's actually got another card that was next to my work truck one day last week. So
So
I
he's
picked
been
it up.
around.
So yeah, he's been around because I found his whatever ID, not that, next to my work truck about a week ago, and then the kids found that in my driveway
You should look them up.
today.
I mean, that tells like city and state or whatever. You could
It
go
says
on
North
there.
Carolina, I think.
Yeah, well, you could look it up. It's got to have the city too.
I guarantee you could look this up on the FB and get figured out real quick.
Oh,
Well,
guarantee
no,
he's
I
got
want to
one.
look them up on how you go to Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office.
Arrest records.
Find out. Yeah.
Why is that?
You
Why
should
is that? How do you know
who's-
he's been arrested?
Let's find out. He's been snooping around your house.
It's true.
You should
Yeah,
know.
but what would his driver's license and work release card be doing next to my work truck and in my driveway? But you have the computer, so you go ahead and have fun with it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's
you
why
look
is it
him
there?
up.
I have no idea.
I mean, it's not like it's been there forever.
No.
All right, we're going to take another quick
It's kinda
break.
like
When we come back,
when you're investigating.
Doing some
Detectives
investigation.
Bradshaw
Detectives.
Goldtrap on the case.
We got it.
And don't forget, still looking
We're gonna
for
bird
a
dog
beer
the shit out of
sponsor.
this guy.
Hey, we need a beer sponsor. Okay, chill out.
Yeah, we do.
We still need a beer sponsor.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why are you saying that now?
Because we would like to have a beer sponsor so that we can toast to said beer sponsor.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then we could talk about beer that we are drinking.
Good beer.
Yes.
From our beer sponsor.
Refreshing beer.
Very
Cold.
refreshing, very crisp.
Very free.
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned. All right, we're back from break. Checked out the ID we found. We found nothing. It was definitely not interesting at all. It was a big bust.
Nothing at all. There's nothing interesting.
No record, no nothing. So, throwing that aside, football
Moving on.
is starting up.
College football, NFL.
College football opened up this weekend.
Yes, it did.
Yep, over in Australia, baby. Put a
Sydney.
shrimp on the barbie, baby.
That's pretty good.
And that's
Was
what they
it?
did. They put some shrimp on the Barbie.
And watch some football.
Yes, they did.
California, the Golden Bears took on the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii.
Is that really what they're called?
Yeah. Yeah.
They go by the Warriors, though.
The Warriors now. But before, they had a nice little happy H and a rainbow coming out of it. Yeah. Yeah. Now they changed that to a nice, Hawaiian
Warriors.
angry H,
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I don't see how they're not just awesome all the time. How hard would it be to recruit to Hawaii?
Cost
Oh.
of living.
I mean, you're also the Rainbow Warriors, too, so.
Well, not anymore, but like we said, it's the Warriors now.
No. They're still referred to as the Rainbow Warriors. I mean, they say Warriors, but they're still referred to as the Rainbow Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
Just like people still say the Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard
there's
that.
DAs out there that say that.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I still hear that every once in a while. Even though they're not. They're just
not.
Tampa Bay Rays now. Mm-hmm. And originally, I don't know if you know this, but they started as the Manta Rays.
Yeah, I remember the Manta Rays.
Yeah. They were Manta Rays before they were Devil Rays.
Why did they switch to Devil Rays though? The Manta Rays.
Because Manta Rays sounded gay, so they went to Devil Rays, I guess. I honestly, I don't know. But, I mean, the fact that they dropped it all and just went to Tampa Bay Rays, I'm okay with that.
I like the Rays.
Yeah, it works. It works for Florida. Rays Sunshine, Rays in the water, the Devil Rays or whatever.
Yeah.
So it just
Don't they have like a tank full of Rays at the
yeah,
Tropicana Park?
yeah. They have
Or Tropicana Field.
a petting tank or whatever.
Yeah.
So that works.
You
So
ever
how
feed-
excited are you guys for the football season?
Woo!
God, I'm so excited.
I'm beyond ready.
I'm so excited.
Whoa,
Whoa, that was really loud.
Whoa.
I had to get there, man. I had
keep
to.
it, keep it down.
Yeah.
You can get there in
pretty
the
rough, man.
privacy of your own bedroom.
Hey, listen.
You can get excited all you want.
Listen.
Dance
Football is my
around.
sport. That's my life. That's pretty much the only thing I watch on TV.
Yeah.
That's true. You really don't watch TV.
I really don't.
Well, it's not like I just like flip through the channels, but I like to just watch Netflix and shit like that, I guess.
I don't even do that, you know.
Well, now you have cable, so now you can actually watch TV.
If I so
So-
chose, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally got cable just for football.
Okay. I was gonna say, so you paid for cable TV that has over 100 channels, and you don't watch TV. Something's not adding up.
I literally just got it just to watch football games because I can't miss my Bucks games.
Yep.
Gotta watch them Bucks.
Just football in general. I'm waiting for college, really.
Yeah,
I'm more of a
Really.
college
I don't mind watching
fan,
pro
yeah.
football, but college football is going to be exciting.
I'll put it
this
on.
year.
Like on Sundays, I put it on.
Yeah, I heard Florida's gonna have a good program this year. Actually,
Yep. We got a good, strong quarterback coming in this year, and we still
Yeah.
got that defense. Gonna put it on Tennessee.
You're gonna need it, man. You're gonna need that defense.
gonna
Yeah.
put it on Tennessee. He said.
I mean, they probably will. Fucking.
I heard one of those sportscasters predicting Florida State was going to take the championship this year.
No, that's just you saying it because you want them to do that.
Hey, listen,
There's literally
if
never
Florida
happened.
State wins the championship. If they win, I mean, I'm not going to be heartbroken.
Honestly, because
would
me
you-
and my brother go back and forth, but a lot of people are saying Michigan is going to take it this year.
Oh yeah. Well, Harbaugh is an excellent coach. So you saw what he did with Colin Kaepernick, aka earlier today.
I just don't think Michigan will do it this year.
Who do you think's going to win it then? You think
I don't-
Alabama's going to win it again?
Probably.
I don't know.
They're so good, man.
I don't know.
I'm so tired of Nick Saban.
I'm pretty sure everyone is, but there's nothing you can do about it. You can't talk shit because then you're just like another fucking hater or some bullshit like that because they're so good.
But that's the same thing as saying the New England Patriots and Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Nobody
Yeah.
likes them because they're so good.
Yeah, it makes you a hater, man.
How long
Yeah,
before Nick Saban gets caught cheating? I mean, how long before it happens?
I
Well,
don't-
they've already did the satellite camps and all that, and they were, they caught them with all that. But now that's allowed.
Nah, he'll come out of this squeaky clean.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he's gonna get suspended because he's not really under the rule of Roger Goodell or anything.
Yeah, but college football is a lot more, against the scandals and stuff.
Well, yeah,
Than the
'cause the
NFL.
kids.
Not just that, but just the whole thing that happened with SMU back in the 80s.
What happened with them?
SMU,
Yeah,
Southern Methodist University down in Texas, man,
don't-
they were a powerhouse.
I don't remember though.
But they were going around, they were recruiting basically with like, hey, we'll give you this flashy car, you can play for our school.
Yeah, why not?
So they were doing stuff like that, and they were getting away with it. And for like 4 years or so, they were like a powerhouse. They were whooping up on everybody, but they had the talent because they were going out basically paying for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, what school didn't pay for it back then? Because they pretty much all did.
Everybody still does.
Yeah, it's still all paid for.
So
Hasn't changed.
boosters and stuff,
They could say that it's changed and it's not like that, but
Well, the thing is, a lot of people say, oh, they give these kids a free ride to college. So they get an education out of this. But being with someone who goes to college and pays for it themselves, basically, there's a lot more money involved than just having a scholarship
yeah.
or getting financial aid. There's a lot more that goes into it, a lot more things that you have to pay for out of pocket. And
Well,
then
they get housing and stuff too.
they don't get to have jobs.
No, you can't.
They have a
job.
small stipend or whatever, but they have to use that for food basically or whatever. Like it's not like you have money to go out and unwind and
Well, they're also kids, so they really shouldn't have money to go out and unwind.
What?
So they
They're
can't get a
not
job.
kids.
They can't get a job.
They're at least 18 years old.
They're 18. They're
That's an
adult.
adult.
Okay.
That's an adult.
Okay, an adult at 18, what can they actually do at 18? That unwinds.
What did you do when you were 18?
Well, I didn't go to college, so my unwinding was a little different than what college kids would go through.
I was 18 and I had a real good time.
But you know what? I was also married at 18, so let's go ahead and change that subject because things were different in my scenario.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but when I was 18, I wasn't.
Exactly.
Look how you partied in high school years.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
had
we
some fun.
partied. Yeah, we
had
did.
fun. We had
Yeah.
a lot of fun. Lots of fun.
But I also had a job.
And me too.
Yeah. So we had money to go do
Yep.
that. But if you're playing football on a scholarship, you are not allowed to have a job.
Which should be. You know what? I don't know. I'm on
So
the
you're
fence
going to tell
with
me
this
that
whole.
I can't work to have extra money to do with what I want
I think
because I'm playing football for your school.
I'm on the fence with this whole paying the athletes thing, though.
They got to be paid, man.
I'm on the fence with it because I mean, what do you really think is going to happen with these athletes? You're not going to have any more Jerry Rices anymore.
Well, the thing
Yeah, you
too,
No, you won't because they're
Yes, you will.
18.
they're going to go to college to try to get paid, and that's where you have to find a fine line of what are these kids going to get paid? Are they going to get an extra so much on their stipend, and then you have to go through what about this? The people over here that are playing tennis. Excuse me. What about the track and field people? What about
And then you have your stars
those
who are
guys.
worth so much more to your program that your 4 and 5 star recruits that are, they power your program. Okay.
Yeah.
Like your Johnny Manziels of, their program and such. So those players are going to demand more money because they're 4 and 5 star recruits.
And it's not an easy subject, is it? It's a
it's
slippery
not.
slope.
It is a slippery
it's
slope.
very slippery because there's a lot that goes on into this.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. These
People
kids
don't
are
really think
18.
about
Do
it
they
that way.
really need that kind of money?
But I'm saying they should be
You can't
allowed.
say it like that, though.
What did you do with that kind of money if you had that money?
It
at
doesn't
18?
matter if I'm earning it. I get it. It doesn't matter what I
Okay.
do with it.
They should be
You're
allowed
right.
to at
You know,
least.
that's
They're going to
work.
ruin their career, though.
maybe. But it's not like once they're 18, it's not our job. Just,
They should be able to work in the subway for 4 hours.
And I agree with that. I think that if they wanted to work through it so that they can
know.
earn it,
they don't have
If
time.
they want the extra money, then
They don't
they
have
could go.
time.
They work a couple hours. Something like
even
that.
even the off season,
on
they don't have
campus.
time.
yeah, because they're definitely practicing and all that.
Yeah.
Even when I was in college, like, and you know this, it's hard to have a job and go to college.
It is.
It's damn
It
hard.
is.
I was taking like 18 hours a semester, and like I was pretty much covered up. Like don't get me wrong, I used the other time that I probably could have a job, and I used it for getting down.
Having fun.
But after going through all that crap that you go through a semester, and I mean there were nights, a year ago, that my girlfriend was. Let's see, Sunday night she was doing homework almost all day. She'd have to go to the library to get some of it done. She wouldn't come home. Monday morning, she would come home to take a shower, get dressed, and go back to school
Definitely done that a bunch of times.
for the rest of the day. And she was in the band, so then after that, she'd have to go do band practice.
Yep.
Get home at 10 o'clock at night and crash.
And band didn't practice as much as athletes do.
You'd be surprised.
Well, they probably practice more at home, but you can't practice as an athlete
do,
at home.
They do three times a week
Pretty sure most athletes
But
are
for-
5 times a week.
It is.
for 3 hours, 3 hours a day. But that was just them setting up their marching and stuff like that. Like, you had to practice your music. You had to be able to play it.
And athletes were somewhere closer to their 40 hours a week for practice. And then you have games.
On top of the other
On top
music
of-
that you have to play
Is she marching?
for your learning. No, not this. No, she's doing her internship.
Oh,
So
that's
she'll be
right,
done
yeah.
in December.
Yeah, she's going to be a teacher.
Yep.
A conductor of some sort.
Used
Like
to
a
get
train
teacher.
conductor?
No,
I'm just
that'd be
kidding.
cool though.
It
Get
would-
free rides on the
I mean,
train.
like choo
travel
and
across the
shit, man.
country.
That'd be awesome.
Man, all I can think about is just trains.
Right?
How much do those people get paid to drive a train?
You know, they actually get paid pretty damn well.
My neighbor is works for the railroad, but he's only allowed to work part time because he's on disability, so he can only work so many hours. And while he's working, he makes, incredible amounts of money, but he can only work so many hours. So he's laid off now for the rest of the year because he's on
Does
disability.
he drive a train?
I think that he
That
does
was
not
my-
drive the train.
That was my point.
But the
Kinda
guys
what I
that
was
do
going
drive the
for.
trains are, you
Yeah.
know, $2, $3, $4, $5,000 a week. I
Yeah.
mean, they're
See, that's pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, they
Pretty
make
badass.
good money.
I just
you know?
would always just picture these guys in those striped hats, you know,
Leaning out the window, tooting the horn,
shoveling coal. Yeah.
kicking people on the way by. You know,
Yeah,
remember that
right.
guy? It was all over
Look at this kidney.
Facebook and YouTube or whatever. He's getting so close to the train that one of the workers on the train held onto the train, and as they were going by, they
Kicked the shit out of him.
shit out of the
Yeah, I've
guy
seen
or
that.
whatever. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, don't get so goddamn close to the tracks.
Well, the guy was
like-
trying to just be like, I don't know. What do you call that?
stupid.
I mean, yeah, that's obviously. Did you see the guy that laid in the middle of the track? And let the train just run over him? He didn't die or anything. He just laid down in between the tracks.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
That is so dumb,
Like
man.
people don't think about this stuff sometimes. Like does
The wind.
you know?
Could just pick you up.
Okay, you die and you kill yourself. Cool, whatever. But now this guy that was driving a train, you know what I mean? Like, you think he wanted to do that? I was driving out of my apartment complex the other day, and these Jersey Shore looking dudes come riding through with mopeds. All right,
Awesome.
all up in my lane. Okay,
It wasn't the same guys we were racing that time at your house.
no. These guys were different because these were you know the whole fist bumping
Gabsy here.
Jersey Shore guys that
Yeah.
hit the gym up
Call
3
them
times a
Guidos.
day or whatever. Yeah, Guido looking motherfuckers.
Guidos.
So, and he's coming head on with me like we're playing chicken, and I'm in my Ford Ranger truck. Okay, it's not the biggest truck out there, but it's a good sized truck. If I'm in my truck and I hit you on a moped, I'm not going to feel any pain.
No.
You're going to be fucking hurting. But he's like mad dogging me the whole time. I didn't move. He had to swerve or whatever, but again, he was in my lane. And don't try to mad dog somebody if you're on a moped.
You can't mad dog somebody on a moped. I'm pretty sure that's a rule.
Like seriously?
Like when you buy it, there's a clause and you have to sign that says no mad dogging. You can't be a badass.
I
on a
mean,
moped.
I don't care
That's
how
just not the way
big
that
you
works.
are. You can't sit
You're
there
not
on a
gonna win against a
moped
motor
and
vehicle.
you have no helmet and you're gonna mad dog me. And I'm in a truck.
What's your name, bro?
Like I hit somebody on a bike before because they went darting out in traffic. I didn't purposely do it. It's not like I smashed on the gas to take them out, but
I think we've covered that topic already.
Have
but,
we?
you know,
I don't remember that.
I clipped the back tire.
Did you?
Yeah.
Son of a
We were a little younger.
There wasn't nothing I could do. I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
I was on a busy road.
scourge of the road over here.
He was just barely going over the speed limit. Just barely.
No, just barely under.
Oh, were you just
barely
barely under?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What happened to the guy?
He smacked his head on the ground, but he was fine. He probably had like a slight concussion. I think he was 16.
Yeah, his
Son
English was
of
a little
a-
bit better afterwards.
They kept on asking him if he had a green card or whatever. The kid was just scared shitless. He just got hit and
Yeah.
crossed the street where
There's
he
a
shouldn't
green
have been
card on
crossing.
16. Is that a thing you have to get if you're 16?
Well, his
I don't
English
know.
wasn't very.
So they couldn't tell exactly how old he was at first or whatever. But
Yeah.
So, but I felt bad because like his jar of pickles was broke and his eggs were broke. But then again, hey, dumbass, don't fucking go crossing in the middle of the road where you shouldn't be.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Like-
There's traffic coming this way.
Your light, the light was green. Like traffic was flowing. Okay, he was like the little frog off of the game Frogger trying to hop across the street at that point.
Except
where
for on a bike.
He shouldn't have been hopping across.
That's so bad.
So
Yeah, his back tire got clipped or whatever. You know, it wasn't too bad. You know, and he did slam on his brakes and he did slide.
asshole cracked my front bumper. Never got that repaired.
You should have.
How did he crash?
should have sued him.
With the bicycle?
Yeah.
No
I mean,
shit.
he did hit the
Well,
bicycle
cars are
pretty
now
hard.
plastic
Yeah,
fiberglass
what was he driving?
crap
I mean,
now.
but wasn't that the Buick?
I don't know. It was like a 18-speed Huffy
So I'm
or
thinking,
something.
no, what was you driving?
Oh,
He was in his
oh,
Buick.
1990 Buick Century.
See, I'm thinking like
Four-banger.
I'm thinking of your truck hitting this kid.
No, it
Oh
was the
no!
Buick
If I would have hit
Century.
him with the truck, dude, it would have been over. It would have been bad, man.
Been very bad.
Ooh.
See, that's what I have pictured in my head. Like I didn't know
The
about
Ford
the
Ranger
Buick.
just plowing through some bicycle with a 16-year-old Mexican kid on it. Yeah,
That would have been bad.
Poor Guadalupe.
it was over there by my mom's house. Actually, he was on his way to my house.
No, I was on my way to work. I was
you?
waiting for work. That's where I worked at when I worked at Burger King.
I thought you hit him on the way to my house.
No,
because I remember that.
No, I hit him on the way to work.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I could have swore you hit him on MLK.
Because I had that really big guy, fat guy. I don't care. He was fat. Rush. His name was Rush.
Rush.
And he weighed like 400 pounds.
His literal name was Rush.
There was no rushing
Yeah.
with this kid.
That is awesome.
Obviously, he was named after the band.
No,
In case you-
Probably. Wow.
obviously.
But he was. That's probably why the car slowed down as quick as it did.
It was
name
passenger
was
brake engage.
I'll name my kid after Rush.
I mean, there was definitely. I could
Hey, this
feel
is little XXYY.
He got 2 Y chromosomes.
Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer. You mean like the book? No, like the Rush song, stupid.
The book. There's no book about
no
Tom
book.
Sawyer.
There's
Listen
one
to some-
kick-ass Rush song.
Listen to some music, loser.
Read a book.
What's that?
There used to be a little rap song about that. Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book. Brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your goddamn teeth. Look it up.
What is that?
Yeah, look
That's
it up.
Awesome. Wow.
That's pretty good.
It was hilarious.
I think
It
I
was
might
pretty
sing
funny.
that to my kids every night if I learn it.
Definitely will.
How about that one story? Go to fuck to sleep. Like
That's a-
everybody narrates it now. They had Samuel L. Jackson. He narrates the book. Jennifer Gardner.
Oh yeah,
narrates
Electra.
it. Yeah. Yep.
Wow. That's like the most awkward woman in the world, too.
There was somebody else too that narrated, and I can't remember right now. But yeah, go to YouTube, look it up. Go the fuck to sleep. Great story. Great story for your kids.
Kids are probably gonna love it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you're probably gonna love it. The kids aren't though.
Hey, if you got to read a story, make up a story. Tell you a story about a little kid that wouldn't go to fuck to sleep.
He died. The end.
Did you guys see that movie, the Croods?
No,
Yes,
I never did.
yeah.
actually.
Saw that?
Yeah, I've watched that.
Story time.
Never did watch
The
that.
whole family walked out, and then they all died.
Yeah, because they couldn't go out of the cave or
Yeah.
whatever.
And then one time, this little one crawled out, and she died.
Oh man,
Yep.
we didn't even talk about football. We
We
started
really
bringing
didn't.
it up. We just completely
We literally talked about
sidetracked.
football was
away
kind of
from
in there.
football.
Just go
We're
Bucks.
happy football's here. Yay!
and that was about it.
Just go
Yep.
Bucks. That's it. Go Bucks.
Me.
That's awesome, but that's what we do here on Three Guys
that's
and a
awesome,
12
man.
Pack.
That's all you need to know. We talk about football. Go Bucks.
Maybe next week we might actually talk about a little more football.
You
You
know,
know,
a little more just anything.
It'll be last week of preseason.
Yeah. There's not gonna be a whole lot to talk about.
And we're going to be
football
hammered
starting
drunk
up.
this time because I just feel like it's better when we are.
Kind
I don't know.
of.
This one's pretty good.
I just feel it's a little dead at times.
We'll find a
No.
little. We'll find our happy medium,
I think we need to.
you know?
Yeah.
I think we found a good median here.
and maybe we'll find a sponsor, so we
could
can talk
definitely use
about
a sponsor.
some beer.
Beer.
I tell you what, next week too, I'm gonna try to put together a little 10-question quiz, and we'll have a little competition to see who knows more about beer, Dean or Bradshaw.
Damn.
So coming up
Let's
next
just start
week,
doing stuff like that.
you're
That's right.
definitely gonna want to be tuning into that episode.
And there'll be naked chicks.
Of course. There's always naked chicks.
Naked chicks
Naked
live on the
chicks.
radio.
Yeah. That's the way I like them.
All right, guys. Tony Goldtrap,
Dean Danley.
Michael Bradshaw.
we're out. Thanks for listening.